Acne. What is acne other than your body pushing acids through your skin? Your body doesn't want them either. And so it's pushing the oils and the acids out of your skin. If you're agitated, okay, you're not thinking right. If you're not eating right, you're not thinking right. If you've got low energy, joint pain, like I just said, depression, migraines, could be dehydration. Psoriasis, same thing. Most of your skin issues are just too many acids in the body coming out. They have to come out somehow. UTI, same thing. They have to come out somehow. Okay, so if you've got too many acids in the body, now here's Crohn's, lupus, gout, leukemia. That's advanced acidity, and the body will always maintain balance. And it pulls calcium from the bones to neutralize the acids built up over time. It's really, really simple science. Okay, so too many acids in the body could lead to what? Infertility, you guys. Think about Handmaid's Tale. Who's thinking about Handmaid's Tale right now? Raise your hand. Okay, there's a lot of programming that they've been giving us for a real long time, but what happened in Handmaid's Tale? Only a select few women were fertile. Those women were in charge of maintaining the world's population for the elite. Not something that I want to do. So what are they trying to do for us? They're trying to, that's right, Denise, thank you. Dairy, very acidic. A lot of people are still consuming dairy products. Where are these dairy products? Why are they acidic? Most likely due to the hormones, the antibiotics. That's another thing. Those antibiotics in your dairy products are killing your digestive bacteria. Think about the gut biome. You know, we're supposed to have all these probiotics, this balance of good and bad bacteria in our gut, but we're consuming all of this milk products, and they're full of antibiotics because the cows are full of antibiotics, the chickens, all of that livestock. They're so packed in there, so tight in the conditions that you wouldn't even want to live. And so they're putting those antibiotics in your food products, and then they're getting into your body, killing all your good bacteria and your lower digestive. So what are you going to do? That's what I was talking about before about the arthritis, because you've got undigested protein particles in your bloodstream. Why are they undigested? Is your body not working as well as it should? Is that why? Probably. And so that's a good thing. Right here on the wellness program, we have enzymes, okay? Purezyme, Lifezyme. That's what you take on with your meals. That's what you take on an empty stomach. That's going to help digest the food that you eat because your food doesn't have the enzymes that you need. And that's going to help rebuild your metabolic enzyme count because your pancreas has been doing the job that your food should basically be doing your whole life. And so your food's not breaking down like it should. And a lot of the issues that we have right now, that's why we're enzyme deficient. And so that's what the wellness program is we've connected all these dots, you know, self-educated, because the school that I went to, they didn't teach me any of this stuff. And that's part of the sick care system, you guys. The reason why they didn't teach me is because I was a part of the sick care system. I thought I was part of the healthcare system, but I wasn't. Okay, they're keeping us sick. They're keeping us just well enough so that we're ambulatory enough to come back in for their follow-up visits. And most of us aren't ambulatory enough. You know, we've got wheelchair van services here for a reason. And so I don't want to end up that way. I really don't. And now that I know, I can't unknow. And that's what's most important. I can't unknow. And so we're all born alkaline. We all die acidic. And maybe that's inevitable, but it doesn't have to be as bad as it is. It really doesn't have to be that bad. And so we're helping a lot of people, but the truth is people are coming in here and they're helping themselves. They're signing up for our wellness program. They're coming in day after day after day for water because we're 75% water. And so if you're 75% something that's acidic, look at that purple. You see Kangen water over there standing out with the purple? That's all I want to drink because when I was born, that's what I was. And so, you know, it makes me sad to think that anybody who's suffering from some type of infertility right now, maybe because it was too acidic of an environment for that baby to survive. And your doctor will never tell you that. And so that's what makes me sad. That's why this is a health revolution. Because we've got women out here, young women, who can't have babies. And their doctors are giving them prescription medications to help increase their chances. Doctors are doing in vitro therapies, and women are injecting themselves daily with hope that maybe they could reproduce. And never once does that doctor tell those women to adopt an alkaline lifestyle and increase your chances of creating an alkaline environment for that baby. Because otherwise, we're looking at the Handmaid's Tale, and that's not going to be fun for anybody. And so, Rawsome Juices and Smoothies, AeonHempCo, we're dropping truth bombs, and we're giving you the tools that you need to create an alkaline environment for yourself and your family. And so we've got a wellness program. It's a preventative medical system that we're trying to usher in and introduce, because these bureaucratic government officials, they've suppressed all this knowledge from us. They buried it so they could profit. And his name starts with Rockefeller, because it's an oil-based system. Okay, what is the biggest natural resource in the world? Human beings. We are. The second biggest natural resource is the oil. And the reason why I know that is because they're pumping the oil, they're separating all the byproducts from the oil, and they're putting it in all of our food and all of our products. And then they're convincing us that we've got the germs. No, they've got the germs, and they're selling it to us. And we're taking it and spoon feeding it to ourselves and rubbing it all over our body. I used to use a Eucerin lotion. It was the only thing that worked for this dry face. And I looked on the back. I can't pronounce anything on there. They're not real words, you guys. They're like made up. I think they threw a bunch of pots and pans down the stairs, recorded it, and then called that a word or something, because these aren't real things that we're putting on our bodies. Not me. I was putting it on my face. And then all those chemicals were seeping into my brain. And I was depressed for 15 years. Whoa. You know, I almost ended my life a couple years ago. But I was so toxic that I'm not surprised at all now looking back. And so who's suffered from depression, insomnia, thoughts of suicide, anxiety, any major mental illness? What are you rubbing all over your face? What type of shampoo are you using? Because those chemicals have to go somewhere. And the type of water that we're drinking, it's not filtering those chemicals out of our body. And so they stay and they linger. And that's why we have the wellness program. Because we have a water that will get that nastiness out, no matter what. If you commit. Because your body is a gigantic filtration system, and it's all clogged up right now. Your filter is severely clogged up, and all it's going to do is harbor and maintain that toxicity until it gets worse. It's a domino effect that you desperately want to reverse. And so we've got the tools here at the Juice Bar, because I did it. I reversed the domino effect, and so did Jessica. And COVID has made it real tough. Thanks a lot, COVID. Damn Rona. And so people are having a much more difficult time right now than before. A lot of the progress that people made last year is done. And so, but luckily for me, I live here basically, and the only thing that I consume is everything that we offer. So I'm doing great. But what about you? What about your family? What about your mom? What about your grandma? What about your kids? Your kids have seizures? Anybody? You know, what's going on? What are we ingesting? What are we drinking? What are we slathering? Because that's called terrain theory. Who saw Dr. Greg House? Remember Dr. House, that pill-popping, rude son of a gun? Yeah, they programmed us real good with him because we didn't trust him, because he was crazy. Well, now I'm crazy because I'm thinking, forget germ theory. We're poisoning ourselves with their products, and they're convincing us that we're the ones with the bugs? No. They're putting those bugs inside of us. It's our job to get them out, first of all. Second of all, it's our job to call BS on them. And then we revamp the system, because that germ theory is old. It's archaic. It doesn't matter anymore. We proved it now with this whole pandemic. Okay? So we've gotten to a point now, consciously, collectively, that we're not going to take the pill. We're not drinking the Kool-Aid anymore. But what we now need is education. And that's where the wellness program comes in, because I'm spewing all this stuff all day long. So is Jessie and Denise when she can. But my point is that we're here to reintroduce a new medical system, because the old sick care system is dead, and I'm going to help bury it. I'm going to do what I can to bury it. And so now you have to do what you can to participate and take hold of your health. Call it a health revolution. Old ways won't open new doors. And if you're suffering, it's probably due to an acidic environment that your body just can't thrive in, okay? We're barely thriving. We're surviving. Barely, you guys. Raise your hand if you know anybody with Alzheimer's, cancer, asthma, bronchitis, scleroderma, any type of skin issue, migraine headaches, chronic migraine headaches, insomnia. These are generally due to either dehydration or acidity. And you can help yourself here with both of those things. Easy. Easy peasy. Okay, so do yourself a favor and come on by and just talk to us. That's the worst you could do, is just talk to us and get a smoothie. You know, they're actually really good. We use everything that we've got here. Fresh fruits. We make the ice from the water. We put water in the smoothies. We don't use any dairy products or any milk-based anything. I mean, almond milk is good if you're making it with Kangen, but, you know, we're trying to really push the Kangen. We're trying to push the ionized, electrolyzed, reduced water, and it's the best one. Find another one and we'll replace the machine. No problem. It's not the name that we're doing. It's the effectiveness. It's the results. And so I have a hydrated mind now, thankfully, due to that water. And I'm trying to encourage other people to do the same. And so share this video. I know it's gotten a little longer than I had expected, but my friend admitted to me today that she lost her baby. And I know personally for a fact that she tried a real long time. And so, you know, maybe it's time for us to start thinking about these things. I really, 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 really hope that you do, because we can't thrive in this acidic environment. It's what we're breathing. It's not even all of it is in our control. And so let's take a hold of what is in our control and do what we can and start thinking about wellness rather than illness. Because if you change, I like this one. If you change we to I, if you change I to we, even illness becomes wellness. You guys think about that. If you change I to we, so instead of you, it's us. If you go from I to we, even illness becomes wellness. And so we're trying to stomp out illness and usher in wellness. And it starts with what you believe. And some of that stuff isn't even ours. I know a lot of the healing I had to do was generational. And now my grandma's doing great, you guys. She's doing great. She's thinking about things differently. And so this pain that I was avoiding for a long time, 15 or more years, I avoided it like a plague. It was the best thing I could have ever done. And so it started with everything that we have here, literally everything that we have here. And so now what we're trying to do is I've been blessed with everything that we have here, and it changed my life. And so we're just hoping that other people see it as a blessing also and take the initiative to, you know, old ways won't open new doors. It's that simple. So we're here. I'm opening soon. I got to finish up. I hope to see you guys, some new members. Let's see some new wellness members today, you guys. New wellness members. Have